Hello, this is Nick from Bedtime Digest. I want to bring you an excerpt today from the rally that held in Abuja. It was the Safe Democracy rally, and in attendance was Mr. Peter Obi. You have Atiku, you have Amechi, you have Kwakwanso, Arigbesola, Mark at the rally in Abuja today. What I want to pass through is that the import of this, that we might not like everybody that I've just mentioned, but the fact is that we are fighting a war that is bigger than any individual in our country. The APC wants to destroy our democracy in Nigeria. They are not interested in repairing our country. They're not interested in moving the country forward. They are just out to steal our resources and whatsoever is there. So this demonstration is a demonstration against the attempt by APC to destroy our democracy. And I will bring you excerpt from that demonstration in Abuja. You watch that. Hello, the second video for the day is by Mr. Udenta when he was speaking on channel television on how Professor Joash Amopitan has been procured to actually destroy democracy in our country. Because when Mahmoud Yakubu, the professor of glitches, was sacked, I actually did not I did not need to be told by anyone that the person coming will be a worse devil than Mahmoud Yakubu. Professor Amopitan is already showing his what? He's already destroying everything he meant. How, for the fact that Professor Mahmoud Yakubu became known as the professor of glitches because of what he did in truncating our 2023 election. Professor Joash Amopitan has been sent to actually decimate Nigerian democracy, to make sure that there is nothing left of our democracy. So I'll give you this excerpt from the analysis given by Mr. Udenta. Thank you.
Almost like slowly walk into a one-party democracy with minor parties, producing minor candidates. We're all Nigerians. We know what the real political conversation is all about. Yeah. We know those you see in the film. Okay, there's a context. When we take down PDP, with the likes of Bala Mohammed, Sheyi Makinde still fighting gallantly. Then they take down ADC with P2B, Wangbaso, Atiku, everybody else. Wouldn't you live in the field? So normatively, you may have what you call multi-party democracy. Informed, you may have multi-party conversation. In reality, you have short the democratic space. This is part of state capture, and I said it here, the INEC, this one. Remember, every INEC chairman, without exception, suffers some debilitating loss of credibility with elections. Morris, Mahmoud, Jega, is after the election, they say, oh, he didn't do well. A year before election, this INEC chairman has lost credibility, not just because of ADC. So do you know what's going to happen? When you have not even had the election, and people are telling you, get out of your place. You have been procured and curated to serve at a specific interest. That election could be meaningless. Nobody would accept it. So what you do is you have a veneer of respectability and impartiality. And again, the courts are hereby warning this from this studio. No law should be blind to the overarching environmental, political, economic, and social necessities. You don't close your eyes and say, we do not know that these are the forces in a party. That's why most of the time, even the Supreme Court, ruling on the local autonomy, undermine the Constitution. But it did it for a purpose. The Constitution is very clear. You have to have a joint account of the state and local government. He said, we have tried that, it's there, but it's not working. Let us do something novel. That novelness you find now in the political terrain is that PDP should have been preserved. You should have been left alone, dissenting with ADC now, dissenting with SDP, dissenting with Labour. This is not going to favor anybody.
It's interesting.
Down the line. So
essentially what...
Yeah, this third video is a video on Mr. Obi speaking on the Safe Democracy Day rally. He was speaking about the fact that we need to be able to secure our democracy, that our democracy does not belong to one party. Because the moment they begin to decapitate political parties, they begin to use every technique in the book to remove opposition, which is what APC is just doing right now. So we take this essay from Symphony on Mr. Obi speaking regarding this.
We can't have one party in our country. It's a democratic country, and we're begging people who are in government, don't kill our democracy. We need it for the future of our children. Nigerians must have a choice to choose who leads them, and that is critical.
Yeah, this next video is on Professor Pat Utomi on Arise TV speaking on ensuring credible elections in Nigeria. I want you to hear from his own words. It's a beautiful clip. He spoke earnestly about having to transmit our election to the international community from the polling booth so that they will have the facts about our election. And secondly, he equally spoke about bringing in pool marshals to be able to monitor elections in our country. So these are his takings on Arise television, and I want you to have an accept of that interview. It is very rewarding for you to know that we have people with intellect in our country who are willing to serve our country, at least from a good professor who wants to do the right thing. Watch this from Arise television.
That the ADC has a fighting chance. Recall, and I want to put side by side some of the, potential challenges. The Nafiu Gombe faction, the, disagreement in the events that one party gets the ticket against the other. Would the other party be willing to work in unity? So the unity of the ADC, essentially. What are your thoughts on this? Because now we have the mega party. The three principal opposition leaders have come together. If you put their votes together in the last election, they could potentially win the election. What are some of the challenges that might be posed, and is it possible to overcome them?
Not only is it possible, it is very self-evident if we have credible elections. Just take it from this. Let's begin by looking at the elections, the last one, and the votes of these people. Accept that the last elections were not credible. Many of those votes given to these opposition leaders were significantly doctored. Go and look at the foreign documentaries done on what happened in Rivers State and several other places, Lagos State. You will find that these people have more than probably twice as many votes as they were given in the last election. So in pure statistics, they have more than enough votes to overtake those in power, who came to power with truly, honestly, less than 20-something% of the vote of the Nigerian people. This is ultimate minority rule. And coming to power in that way, they then go ahead, looking at how institutions have been abused, to try to manipulate processes such that they can suppress the will of the Nigerian people. But the Nigerian people, through this movement for credible elections, are saying no. And let me tell you amongst the things that we will do to prevent them from getting away with it. They manipulated the laws so that the freedom of association in Nigeria is truly vitiated by this business of whether you can move to this party, the kind of timetable that INEC deliberately forced on the system to prevent people to have the flexibility of options. And then they have come with their consensus thing and all of that. That's fine. But I tell you, it reminds me so of Argentina. Argentina and the United States were at the same level of development in 1928. Argentina, with the Peronist movement and all of that, playing the kind of games these people are playing today, brought their country to a place where by the 1990s, it was at West Africa level GDP. And Argentina has been struggling. That's what these people are trying to do to Nigeria. They may not realize it. But if they get away with this mess, Nigeria will be a beggarly country in a few years, in spite of the endowments of this country, the resources flowing everywhere. And the Nigerian people must say no to this. What we are doing as civil society is to create options that prevent them from getting away with what they used to get away with. They have tried to create a situation where they say manual collating is a fallback, because it's true that most of the rigging takes place. Even after INEC, NCC assured before the last election that they had enough coverage in the country and would be in a position to ensure that transmission real time takes place. Even after they know from the system, all of them use WhatsApp, that if you upload, it will be, once the network comes, it will register. We are setting up our own independent IRF. And there'll be more than one, civil society. And once the elections take place, they are photographed, uploaded. They will report in CNN, Al Jazeera, everywhere in the world, the results of the elections. Clean, clear in Nigeria. And it can continue to fool itself with its role, but the Nigerian people have had enough. We are setting up election marshals, vote marshals, that will man every polling station in this country. Enough is enough. A political class cannot keep a people down. Nigeria is too endowed to be what it is, because a few politicians don't want inclusion to bake a big cake that will take care of everybody. They want to grab the small cake that is there, keep it all to themselves, and let misery rule the rest. That is enough. We can't take that anymore in Nigeria.
Finally, bad politicians are a cancer to societies. Bad politicians destroy societies. If you support them, you are digging your grave. So join the effort to make sure that Nigeria will be delivered from the hand of bad politicians. They've amassed so much wealth. Over the years, they have stolen and stolen and stolen. Now they are causing chaos. They are the ones funding the demons of bandits and killings going on all over the country. They are not ready to solve it. We have minerals in the north that are just mined to sponsor these activities that are happening in our country. It's all from bad politicians. Bad politicians destroy societies. They are not just armed robbers, they are mass murderers. So join every effort to make sure that we rein in bad politicians in our country. And the only way you can do it is through a free and fair election in our democracy, which most of these leaders are against. So join the struggle to make sure that Nigeria is able to attain a full democratic status where we have elected representatives of the people in power, as against the people that we see right now that do not mean well for our nation. So thank you for listening to our video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video so that it will get to as many people as possible who wants to partake in the progress of our nation. Thank you.